Right now in July, Israel is packed. Festivals, concerts, family activities, more happening in 1 week than you'd ever guess for such a tiny country. But whether you're there right now or planning your visit from home, you hit the same wall, a wall of Hebrew. The poster, the events page, the website. You can see something's happening, but you can't really tell what it is, who's it for, and is it worth your time? Today, I'm fixing that. I'm giving you the most important words Israelis use for events exactly as we use them in speech, online, on signs, billboards, including the details that answer, is this one for me or not? If we haven't met, my name is Inbal Amit. I'm a native Israeli Hebrew educator and author, and I've been simplifying Hebrew for English speakers for years. Every week, I give you Hebrew you will actually use, simplified for your English-speaking brain. If that's what you want, make sure that you're subscribed so you never miss it. When I lived in Israel, and this is decades, I never fully realized just how rare it is in the richness, variety, and quality of its cultural events. Festivals, concerts, exhibitions, street events. It was just there. So much goodness to choose from at any given moment. And July is when the summer season opens and the whole country turns it up. So let's make sure that when you're in Israel or browsing from home far away, you know exactly what you're looking at. Let's start with the key words, the ones that tell you what you're even looking at. Irua is event, any event. Erua. And the Y is in between parentheses because it's half a sound. It's almost silent, but not completely. You can sound it completely silent. It is not Eirua, there is a yod there. You can sound it Irua or Irua, which has a little bit of that Y sound. You can sound it without the Y sound. Irua is event. If you take one word from this video, take this one. In plural, events is Iruim. 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 Irua tarbut is a cultural event. Irua tarbut. You'll see these in July in practically any city. Festival, this one is a gift word because you already know it. It's a festival. We say festival. July is full of them. Another gift word is attractia, an attraction. Attractia. Experiences and places for visitors, families. Attractia. Now we're talking about July in Israel, so before anything else, survival, because July in Israel is hot, not cute hot, 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 which makes the following the most important word after the word for event. Memuzag is air conditioned. Memuzag. Memuzag. When you see this word on an event, that's Israel telling you you'll live. Mekure is covered. Mekure. There is a roof or a shade over your head. Not necessarily air conditioned, but you're out of the sun. And in July, that matters. Bifnim is inside, indoors. Bifnim. Bachutz is outside, outdoors. Bachutz. If an event says bachutz and it's at noon in July, you have been warned. And a quick bonus, because we Israelis have more than one way to say all of this. For outdoors, you might also see the following. Tachat kipat hashamayim. Literally under the dome of the sky. Tachat kipat hashamayim. You're outside in an open area. Another way to say that in Hebrew is bishetach patuach, in an open field. Bishetach patuach. Or ba'avir hapatuach, which literally means in the open air. Ba'avir hapatuach. And maybe it's in a park. And in that case, you have another gift word because we use the word park for park. Next question, is this thing a show? Mofa in Hebrew is a show. Mofa, a performance. Another word for performance or show is hofa'ah. Mofa or hofa'ah. Most Israelis do not know the difference between mofa and hofa'ah. You don't need to know it either. You can use them interchangeably. Mofa, hofa'ah, performance show. If it's an activity, it will usually be פעילות, פעילות, or הפעלה. It's something you do. It's more interactive. Concert, you know this one because it's a concert. Concert, concert, concert. הצגה is a play, theater. הצגה, huge in July, especially for kids, which brings us to the next question. Who is the event for? Is it for adults? In that case, it will say למבוגרים. That is the written form of for adults. למבוגרים. למבוגרים. If it's for kids, it will say לילדים. 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 Or maybe it's for the entire family. And then it will say לכל המשפחה, for the entire family. לכל המשפחה. Maybe it's for all ages. And then it will say לכל הגילאים. לכל הגילאים. לכל הגילאים. For all ages. These little words save you from buying tickets to a puppet show for your date night. Now, what kind of event is it? Música is music. Música. So, מופע música is a music show, is a music performance. מופע música. If it's dance, it will be מחול, מחול, or ריקוד, which is the more everyday word for dance. מחול is the more professional term. ריקוד is the everyday word for dance. מחול, ריקוד, dance. תיאטרון is theater. תיאטרון. And תערוכה is an exhibition. Galleries, museums, an exhibition. תערוכה. Usually ממוזג, air conditioned. You're welcome. And stay with me because in a minute, I'm going to give you the word that gets you in for free. But first, when is it happening? Is it a day show? מופע יום, happening during the day. מופע יום. Or is it a night show? מופע לילה, happening after dark. מופע לילה. Remember the July heat issue? מופע לילה, a night show, can be your solution. How much does it cost? You're looking for tickets, כרטיסים. One ticket is כרטיס, tickets is כרטיסים. If it's free, it will say חינם, free, חינם. But it can also say free entry, which in Hebrew is כניסה חופשית, free entry. כניסה חופשית, or חינם means you don't pay for the event. And here's something I love about Israel. Some of the best events I've been in and went to were 0 shekels. You can find so many high quality cultural events in Israel. It is just incredible. Do not think that because something is free entry, it won't be a really high quality event, because it happens all the time in Israel. Now, everything you learned today, these are the key words to deciphering events in Hebrew in Israel. But I want to tell you what most programs and teachers won't. Words alone will not get you to stand on your own in Hebrew. It's just how it works. What will is focusing on being able to construct your own sentences in Hebrew. The right sentence for what you want to say, constructed correctly, mixing into it the right words in the right form and delivered clearly to the local ear. So you need to really invest in being able to construct any sentence that you will need and want in real time, in real life, so that once you have that skill, you can add any new words to expand your Hebrew, which is why, unlike others, I give you all that vocabulary for free every week, just like this vocabulary that focuses on events, what you can't find anywhere else, which is mastering how to construct these sentences and how to use every new word that I learn, mix and matching into those sentences, is what you master inside Practically Speaking Hebrew. And here, every week, you expand that skill with more and more words. So please, if you want to stand on your own in Hebrew, do not invest in more and more words. That will not get you to where you want to be. Invest in being able to stand on your own in Hebrew, which happens by mastering how to construct your own sentences in real time, in real life, in any context, mix and matching into it the words that you expand over time, because language is a long game. Master the skill of constructing sentences and knowing how to mix and match words into them inside Practically Speaking Hebrew. And then every week I give you more and more words so that you expand your Hebrew further and further. That is the formula that works, getting you clarity and confidence in the language quicker than you think is possible. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to do so you will get my free vocabulary every single week. And if you're ready to establish the skill that you need to use these new words, join me inside Practically Speaking Hebrew. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Stay cool. I know we are in the South Carolina heat, and I will see you next time.